Guess who's back here in Malaybalay? It's me, and I'm back in the Philippines and back in Malaybalay at a very special event here. It's, what is this called, the night market?
Yeah, night market.
Is it the night market, or is it, what is it?
Night market.
Okay, here at a night market event. They just started up a couple days ago, so I figured I'd come check it out. I got a big trip coming up to CDO to do my immigration and hopefully my driver's license. I'll be hitting up Uptown area while I'm there, and I want to take you guys along with. So welcome back to my triumphant return to YouTube, and I hope you guys enjoy my expat lifestyle.
Expat lifestyle, suckers broke back home week.
So obviously before I go on the bus, I've got my morning routine. I've got a bunch of stuff to do. And while I'm taking a shower, I had unexpected company. This little guy decided he was going to join me for my shower. Stared at me the whole time. I attempted to open up the window to let him out, but he jumped that entire gap. Scared the living bejesus out of me. Not exactly the most desirable set of eyes I want on me in the shower, but I guess some company's better than none, right? That coffee late last night over at the night cafe made me wake up pretty late today. I didn't have breakfast, but I did catch my bus for like, I think it was 180 pesos, so good price for the bus, aircon bus. I took care of my immigration. They increased the fees again. So then now it was like 4,060 for my 29-day extension because it's my second month here. And I got here to the hotel. I decided to stay uptown because I've heard multiple people talk about how great it is uptown as opposed to the downtown area where I've stayed probably a dozen times. Got here to the hotel. Can't say I'm too thrilled about it. There were some bugs in the room. Just didn't smell very fresh. There were some stains on the towel and the sheets. So not too thrilled. It's spacious and it kind of looks nice from photos and stuff, but I won't know if it's worth the price or not until I show you guys the pool and the gym later in the video. But we'll check that out together because that's where I was hoping to spend most of my day. Right now I'm starving. It's like 4 p.m. I haven't had lunch, haven't had breakfast. I'm gonna go ahead to SM Mall, so let's go check it out. On the bottom floor, for some of you guys with older girlfriends, there's some options for you. A lot of guys, they seem like they come out here and they fall in love either with the first woman they encounter, which is very often a single mom or an older lady, and that might be a good option for you to go over there and get that done. Like I said, my selection bias means I won't be needing that particular service. But what I will be needing is some delicious food over here at SM Mall. I got here, it's not looking very packed up. In fact, as you can see, the place I went into is dead empty. They had a bunch of good reviews online, so I figured it'd be okay to come on in here. But the whole mall itself seems like it doesn't have very many people. They're doing a lot of the construction stuff going on. It's just kind of ghost towny up here at the Uptown SM Mall. So overall, right now, not very impressed. But I ordered some steak. I ordered some delicious drinks. I ordered some lumpia. So we'll show you guys that, and then we'll carry on and see what else the day has in store for us. All right, lemon ginger for the shake, and fresh lumpia. Fresh lumpia is good. It's not the fried style. It's kind of like a dough with like coleslaw on it. And of course the steak. Price is a little bit higher than Malaybalay, but that's okay. The steak was good, the lumpia was delicious. The drink was good. As you can see, they do the service charge here. So I'm gonna pay and get out. So the steak I just had here at Roadhouse comes from Breeder House, which I think they have a place where they sell their meats in Valencia. She told me it was in Bukidnon, so I got a place to go check out when I come back home. Now this was, as you can tell from the price, a whole $22, $23. A lot fancier than I'm used to. When I hear the name Roadhouse, I always think the Patrick Swayze fighting, crazy stuff going on. Thank you very much. This was not a deep down, dirty dive bar kind of place. This was like an upper class establishment. Very nice, wonderful service, American style standard service. I have to go check out the cyber zone here for a phone charger. I left mine at home. I really do enjoy that Roadhouse steak in that restaurant. Was pretty cool. I said much more than I'm used to spending, but you know, when we're out here in the big city, got to throw around a couple buckaroonies. Yeah, when I saw Roadhouse, I really was expecting something completely different. So you have the Patrick Swayze movie, which was like an absolute must-see for when I was a bouncer at the nightclubs in Indianapolis. Where we would literally get together on Sundays and watch that sometimes as we would get drunk in my basement. I had a built-up bar in my basement. So like me and the other security guys would get together and get all schmammered and watch Roadhouse. And then there was this place when I lived in Greece that was called Roadhouse. They had like super, super fresh beef, man. Like literally they had like a cow hanging up in a cooler in the back that was like slaughtered a couple days prior. I definitely had a different thinking or a different idea what that was gonna be. I was not expecting like fine dining, but it was, and it was delicious. It's wild. They were trying to sell me like $30, $40 chargers, phone chargers, inside that little cyber area. Like, geez, I wouldn't pay that back in America. Sure as hell ain't gonna pay it over here when you're so close to China. But I did a little shopping around. I found one lady who was willing to sell it to me for 1,300 pesos. 14, well, she first asked for 15. Then when I was like, no, she said 13. So I did my little trick where I brought it up using the AI on my Samsung smartphone and just brought up the price like super, super quick. And she was buying them on Shopee for like 600 pesos to 900 pesos. So I offered her 1,000. We settled on 1,100, but still can't believe I bought a charger for like 20 bucks. It's absurd. 20 US dollars just for a phone charger. Like I'm gosh dang Rockefeller out here. But at least I can have a phone for tonight. I'm gonna get something to drink somewhere around here. Got a little spot that looks like it's part of a gas station. Let's go check it out. The coffee shop here that's literally attached to the gas station is like super, super high class. You don't even walk to the counter. You sit down, they have a server. They had like really upscale menu. It looks upscale inside. In fact, I'll take you a look around right now. But who'd have thought? Attached to a gas station, super high class coffee shop. Pretty close to the hotel too, so I might end up coming back here for my morning coffee. I don't know. There are a lot of coffee shops on the map here, so we'll see. With the malls and the big stores, I usually never negotiate. Like it's very concrete. The price is the price. But it seems like from the cyber zone I was at, the other one, I think it was in Iloilo, where they tried to cheat me out of the price of the item. It seems like a lot of these kiosks are highly negotiable because they're charging like 300, 400% markup, when what would be reasonable is maybe 40% markup from what you can get them online. Because you got to keep in mind they're also buying wholesale, so they're getting a lower price than what you're seeing when you're doing your research on your phone. So to even just mark it up anything more than 100% off of what Shopee or Lazada is pretty ridiculous for the prices. Like I said, I talked them down to two-thirds. Yeah, about 2/3 of what they initially wanted. And I probably could have gone lower, but I just didn't want to mess with it. It's kind of one of those things when you come out here, you realize like tons of people are always trying to get one over on you. But it's not like a confrontational thing. It's more just like, are you going to be the guy who's willing to do it, or are you going to stand up for yourself? And unfortunately, Americans as a whole, the dudes are kind of weak, and they'll go along with things. That doesn't mean you have to get loud or aggressive, but you do have to stand up for yourself when you're shopping places. Or at least that's what I noticed when I'm shopping. If I don't stand up for myself, then somebody's going to take advantage. Granted, you're always going to pay more than locals, but you don't have to pay an absurd amount. Enough with that talk. It's time for my evening coffee. Brutal news, guys. I couldn't go to the pool yesterday. By the time I got back to the home, it was 9 p.m. Right now, it's maybe about like 1. So I'm hoping here on day number 2 in Cagayan de Oro, I get to finally go to the pool. It's literally the only reason I decided to stay here 3 whole nights, 4 days, was to go swimming and have a good time in this pool at the hotel. So I'm really looking forward to that tonight. But in the meantime, I know I was drinking a coffee late last night, but check this out. Got myself another coffee here at Jayco, iced Americano, and they gave me a free donut. So I'm gonna have my afternoon coffee here, and then I'm gonna go check out the mall a little bit more. Hopefully go see a movie. I just got done at the movie theater. There's not a huge selection. They only have 2 theaters. Yesterday they only had 3 different movies they were showing, none of which I really wanted to see. But today they switched it up and they had Tron 2D and 3D. I went and saw 3D. It's pretty good, not bad for 310 pesos. Kind of funny, it costs quite a bit more than the bus ride here. The coffee lab here was really excellent. They had like a weird combination of like French art and decorations, Greek, New Hampshire, America, like very eclectic, but it all seemed to match color-wise. Like I said, the food was off the hook. It was really great roast beef and really great coffee, all for 505 pesos for under $10. The coffee itself was a little expensive, but the roast beef itself with rice was $3.30. So a really great deal for what you got. And the meat tasted like really, really good quality. It's starting to rain here, so I'm gonna have to put the camera away. It looks like day number 2 and not going swimming, even that's the whole reason I booked for 3 nights. But I'm gonna wake up super early in the morning and go for a nice long swim all morning and just enjoy myself. They also have a gym that I wanna check out. So another day of rain, many, many days in a row, but what are you gonna do about it? You guys are joining me first thing in the morning. I couldn't go to the pool my first night here. I got back too late. The pool's closed at 9. Then the second night I was here, I walked upstairs and everything, it was just wet because it was raining so much. So I woke up first thing in the morning, know it's gonna rain in a couple hours, check out this view. Was actually pleasantly surprised when I asked the front desk to have the cleaning lady come and fix the shower and the moldy shower curtain. They happily complied, and now I'm excited to enjoy the pool. Check it out, that's where I spent most of my time this trip, the SM Mall. Was a little disappointed they don't really have a lot of selection of movies. They were running 3 movies, not a lot of times. And wow, does that look nice. Until you look at the water. Very cloudy. Man, it looks so good on the pictures, right? I don't know if I want to even get in that. So, it would appear it's more of a selfie pool than it is a swimming pool. Not gonna lie, I'm super disappointed. Now you can smell the chlorine. I don't know if they shocked it today, and maybe they just don't have signs up that it's not open, but that pool is so cloudy and murky looking, I do not want to get in and put that on my skin. Very disappointing. You know, I have today left here. I leave tomorrow. Tomorrow morning I'll pack up, catch the bus back to Malabalai. So hopefully they have something for me to do in here. Let's go look at the pool, or look at the gym. Absolutely brutal. Like literally that was the only reason I even stayed here for 3 nights, was I wanted to just play around in the pool and go swimming. And it's like $25 US a night, like pretty expensive on Agoda. I think I could have even gotten it cheaper here in person, but man, the fact that they don't have that pool. I even went and talked to the lady downstairs, and she was like, oh, sorry, it's closer. All right, well, how can you recoup me for the lost amenity? Oh, well, we just posted that the pool is closed. So, well, you didn't post it on Agoda when I booked at full price. But asking for any kind of service like that, where they understand that they're not offering or not giving you what they offered, and expecting them to do something, it's not something that happens here in the Philippines. But I will say, at least the gym's pretty nice. I came and walked in here before, but there was somebody in here, so I didn't want to record them, disturb their workout. Got a couple machines, little cardio deals, decent dumbbells. So I guess I'll just work my sadness out and realize I stayed here for 3 days, or 3 nights, 4 days. I did not use the pool at all. What are you gonna do, right? The gym was nice, but once again, lack of cleanliness. Nothing, they had no way to wipe down for sweat on the different benches and equipment. So, you know, just everything was a very easy way to catch ringworm unless you have your own towel. To do it over again, I'd probably find another place uptown if I wanted to stay uptown, or this might be a fine place if you got transportation. You can get around to the sightseeing places that are in the mountains. But I'm probably just going to start staying downtown again, next to the immigration office and the other LTO office downtown. You know, very often here in the Philippines, you'll be disappointed by what you receive in relation to what's promised or what's expected. And often in your expat lifestyle, things don't go according to plan. But you got to make do with what you got. We got a good gym. I'm going to get a workout in, even if things are, I know they're covered in bacteria. You know, the room itself, I did have to request for the moldy curtains and the messed up shower to be cleaned, but they did do it. Even the stained towel was removed and a clean one was put in its place. So it is what it is. Money wasted. I went in and requested a lady, like, hey, how are you going to recompensate me? I came here for a pool. There's no pool. She basically said, oh, you know, we just found out. Come on. You should have put something online about not having your pool, but they still charged me the same price. They took down my number and said they'd call me. I'll put something in my community tabs if they actually make it right. I doubt they will, because that's not how the Philippines works. It's not America. But regardless, I got the CDO, I got my immigration done. LTO was a wipe. Pool was a wipe. SM Mall was unimpressive, but it's part of the expat lifestyle. And I'll see you guys later down the path.